So this week I'm challenging myself to see how much money I can make using Vinted. Now Vinted is probably the most popular marketplace right now. Everyone seems to be buying and selling on it, picking up steals and reselling and making loads of money apparently. So I was like, maybe I'll give it a go myself. However, Vinted from my experience can be a little bit sus. So it's not going to be as straightforward as you might think. Now I've had a few issues with fakes on Vinted and it seems like I'm not the only one who's had a dodgy dealing with Vinted. You just need to look at their comment section. But like I said, this week I'm going to buy from Vinted, sell the items, and then at the end of the week, reveal if I made any money or lost money. But first thing is first, I need to buy some stock. Now, if you know me, I specialize in streetwear and sneakers. I've got a very good understanding of both those kind of niches. So I'm going to stick to these kind of products because I think that's where I can utilize the most and probably profit on the most as well. And as that's the whole point of this video, it makes sense of me sticking in these two areas. So a couple of brands that I think I will be able to sell well are CORTEIZ, Supreme, and Stone Island. So we're going to start with Stone Island. And what we're going to do is we're going to sort by, and then we're going to go into newest first. And we're going to see if we can snipe any good prices, shoot some offers. There's a sweatshirt here for 90 quid. Looks legit. I'm going to send over maybe 60. That might be a bit of a stretch. It's a bit of a low ball, but I'm just going to go and low ball everyone. See if we can get any dubs. Now, there's quite a lot of like just fakes hanging around. You can see here, right? This jumper, fake. Foo-foo, not legit, man. However, there is one here in a medium for £65. He's got two sweatshirts. No reviews, so it is a bit of a dodgy one. It's a bit of a risk, but I'm going to send an offer of 55 on this one and 50 on the previous one. There's an overshirt here, vintage overshirt, a couple of marks, probably going to leave that. Big jacket for 500 quid, pass on that. Kind of going for those lower end items because I think they'll be quicker to shift. Okay, I'm going to look at a few like BAPE bits as well. There's a BAPE t-shirt here for 20 quid. I'm just going to fire £15. Now, you do have to pay for postage and buyer protection, so you have to pay a fee on top. So if I'm spending like 15 quid on a t-shirt, it will come to like £20 overall, which is kind of annoying, is what it is. Supreme t-shirt for 20 quid, really decent price. Gonna shoot over 12 quid. It's not a really great tee, but Palace t-shirt, I think this is ugly, man. This is, God, this is not nice. But I'm gonna try and buy it. We're gonna go 15 on the Palace. CORTEIZ for 18. Let's go black CORTEIZ. Let's go 15. So let's go CORTEIZ. Let's type up CORTEIZ, a very popular streetwear brand in the UK. There's quite a lot of like pre-loved bits on the market as well. Again, loads of foo-foo bits to CORTEIZ here. There is a matching set here, £63. Brand new though. Gonna pass on that, Jade. Sorry, love. The 5 fucking years tee. Okay, we'll go with this. I'll offer 20 quid on this. Now the actual best days to do this, like sniping on Vinted, is Saturday and Sunday, right? Because that is where most people are just aimlessly listing their stuff online. During the week, I'm currently filming this on a Tuesday, middle of the day. No one's going to be listing any crazy steals today. Well, there might be, but there won't be that many in comparison to a Saturday or Sunday because everyone's at work, people are busy. People, unlike me, have proper jobs. Let's go Supreme. Supreme box logo for £60. I might just offer 50 quid for this. See if it comes in legit. Oh, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. This actually is probably my favorite t-shirt Supreme have released this season and probably for the last couple of seasons. We've bought quite a few items now. We've been declined, we've been accepted, we've gone through it all. So in a few days time, I'll be back to show you what we've got and let's see if we can make some money on it.
3 days later.
And the results are in, ladies. All of these have been unboxed this morning. I think there's probably about 15 items that have came in over the last few days. So let's check them out, let's see if they're legit and ultimately see if I can make any money on them. So we have got a lot of CORTEIZ pieces. I was picking these CORTEIZ tees up for around 18 to 20 quid. Also bought a couple of BAPE tees. This one is a large, little bit of wear on it. Some of the tees, they are pre-loved t-shirts, right? And some of them weren't described 100% authentically. So there are a few marks here and there, but overall prices are quite good. So it kind of evens itself out a little bit. However, I did get a couple of really good steals, including this Palace t-shirt, which is probably worth about 30, 40 quid. £12.50, man, what a steal. Another big steal here, the Supreme in-store tee. I paid £13.50 for this. Not an amazing looking t-shirt, but it's an XL. It's a relatively okay size, decent condition. Hoping to move that for around £30, so hopefully doubling my money on that. It's £25 for this one. This is the CORTEIZ 5 fucking years t-shirt. Celebrate their 5 years anniversary. Now my thinking behind buying so much CORTEIZ is one, there's not that many people who sell them. Two, I know for a fact there's a high demand. Based off my social media posts and videos, always do well when I kind of cover CORTEIZ or CORTEIZ. So there is a little bit of tactical thinking behind it, but we'll see if it actually turns out well. I don't know. The Supreme Ninja Turtles tee, very, very fun. The Raphael, I believe it is, Ninja Turtle in a really nice pink colorway. The best thing about Supreme tees in pink is the pink is so nice. Some brands do pink ugly as hell, but this, Really, really nice. More CORTEIZ, more CORTEIZ, more CORTEIZ, and you get the picture. Now, we do have a bit of a problem. We were sent some fakes and some bad items. Now, before we get onto the fake, I'll show you the bad item. Now, this is a Stone Island jumper in the lime colorway, and I paid about £65 for this. However, it was described to be good condition. I didn't buy anything with obvious defects, and in the pictures, it looked pretty good. But when I received it, as you can see, the marks are just, they probably would come out, but I'll probably need to take it to a dry cleaners or something like that, and obviously we're working on the budget here, so I'm gonna have to return it. I did open the claim with Vinted, and I'm just waiting for the seller to reply, so hopefully we get that sorted. And then on to the biggest L of the week. The only item to come back fake is the Stone Island purple zipper. Again, I paid about 60-ish for this, and it is quite nice. It is a really nice sweatshirt or hoodie, but the issue is, it's foo-foo. It's not real, it's not legit. This came straight from Panda, straight from China. Having to return this, and the seller paid for the postage return, which is good, so I'm losing no money at all, and that needs to be sent back ASAP. Now we've reviewed all of them, it's time to get them all listed on my website, market the items, and just try and sell them and make a little bit of profit. Now I'm going to be selling them on my website called Kicksforce, where we sell pre-loved streetwear and sneakers. Now, obviously, you don't need your own website to do this. You can do exactly the same as what I'm doing on Vinted, eBay, and Depop. Let's get into it, boy. Now it is finally time for the grand reveal. All the items have been uploaded, they've dropped, and they have sold. So let's talk about margins and see how much money we actually made on these items, or if we made any money at all. Now before we get into the actual reveal, we need to talk about marketing. I posted one video promoting the drop and one graphic promoting it as well. They did okay engagement-wise, and you also can't forget about the actual preparation for the drop. So when the items come in, we steam to them. Here's Ben here, who actually works for Kicksforce, who works for us. So Ben's salary needs to be taken into account as well as what we spent on the video editor for marketing. Now into the interesting bit, the numbers. All of the t-shirts but one has sold out, and that is the Supreme in-store t-shirt. That is the only one still available right now as I'm making this video a few days after dropping. So the majority of them sold out in about 20 minutes, which is crazy. Now the nitty-gritty stuff, the actual official profit numbers. Now we were buying up most of these pieces, a lot of the t-shirts anyway, for kind of 15 to 20 pounds, and we were trying to make about 15 to 20 quid profit per piece. CORTEIZ tees we made about 15 pound per piece. The Supreme tees were about 20. Now we sold about 500 pounds worth of stock from what I bought off Vinted. So that was around 520 quid. And 200 pound of that was profit. So out of the t-shirts we had, a couple of the other items as well, all off Vinted, just purchased this week. The official number is 200 pound profit. But you've got to keep in mind that's before tax, fees, paying for certain things about running the business, blah, 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 all that complicated stuff. You can probably take away about 50, 60, maybe even 70 quid of that. But the actual baseline number, 200 pound profit from buying streetwear pieces off Vinted this week. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you want me to try another platform next, or if there's any other kind of selling challenges you want me to do next. Leave any recommendations in the comments below. Please leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe for more streetwear, reselling, and sneaker content.